In the freezing mountains of the Himalayas, beyond human imagination, sits a being covered in ash, wearing snakes as ornaments, with a river flowing from his hair, and fire hidden inside his third eye. He is not a king. He owns no palace. He wears no gold crown. Yet gods themselves bow before him. Some call him the destroyer. Some call him Mahadev, the greatest of all gods. But who is Lord Shiva really? Why does he live in silence? Why is he connected to destruction? And why do millions chant his name even today? This is the incredible story of Lord Shiva, the god who destroys darkness itself. Unlike many gods in mythology, Shiva has no clear beginning. Ancient Hindu texts describe him as eternal. Before creation existed, before time began, Shiva already existed as pure cosmic energy. Some stories say he appeared as an endless pillar of light. When Brahma and Vishnu argued over who was more powerful, suddenly a gigantic pillar of fire appeared before them. It stretched infinitely upward and downward. Vishnu searched for its end below. Brahma searched for its top above. But neither could find the end. That infinite energy was Shiva. A force beyond human understanding. A reminder that true power has no limits. Many people misunderstand Shiva. They hear the word destroyer and think it means evil. But Shiva does not destroy life. He destroys ignorance, fear, ego, negativity. In Hindu philosophy, destruction is necessary for new beginnings. A seed must break before becoming a tree. Night must end before sunrise. Old versions of ourselves must disappear, so stronger versions can be born. Shiva represents transformation. That is why devotees pray to him during difficult times. Because Shiva teaches one powerful truth: sometimes destruction is the first step toward growth. One of Shiva's most mysterious features is his third eye. According to legend, Shiva usually keeps this eye closed. Because when it opens, unimaginable power is released. The third eye represents higher consciousness. The ability to see truth beyond illusion. One ancient story tells of Kamadeva, the god of desire. He tried to interrupt Shiva's deep meditation. Angry at the disturbance, Shiva opened his third eye. Instantly, Kamadeva was burned into ashes. The lesson? Uncontrolled desire can destroy peace. And true spiritual power comes from mastering the mind. While other gods lived in heavenly kingdoms, Shiva chose isolation. His home is believed to be Mount Kailash in the Himalayas. A place many consider sacred even today. Shiva sits there in deep meditation. Silent. Calm. Detached from material desires. This is why millions admire him. Because Shiva shows that happiness does not come from wealth. Real peace comes from within. Even in chaos, Shiva remains calm. Like the center of a storm. One of the most famous stories connected to Shiva is the descent of the river Ganga. Ancient legends say the heavenly river wanted to descend to earth. But her force was so powerful, it would destroy the planet. The gods begged Shiva for help. Shiva agreed. As Ganga rushed down from the heavens, Shiva caught the entire river in his hair. Slowly, gently, he released the water to earth, saving humanity. That is why the river Ganga is considered sacred. And why Shiva is seen not only as a destroyer, but also as a protector. Around Shiva's neck rests a cobra. Most people fear snakes. But Shiva wears one fearlessly. The snake represents power over fear and death. It symbolizes control over dangerous emotions. While humans run from fear, Shiva masters it. This teaches devotees an important lesson: fear disappears when we face it directly. Shiva is also known as Natraja, the Lord of Dance. But this is no ordinary dance. It is the cosmic dance of the universe itself. Every movement represents creation, destruction, time, energy, and rebirth. Scientists today speak about stars exploding and galaxies forming. Ancient sages described similar cosmic cycles through Shiva's dance thousands of years ago. In one hand, Shiva holds fire. In another, he holds a drum. Fire represents destruction. The drum represents creation and the rhythm of life. Together, they symbolize balance. Millions of people feel deeply connected to Shiva. Not because he looks perfect, but because he feels real. Shiva can be calm like a saint, or furious like a storm. He accepts everyone. Rich or poor. Human or demon. According to legends, Shiva never cared about status or appearance. Devotion mattered more than wealth. That is why people call him Bholanath, the innocent and kind-hearted Lord. A God who listens even to the smallest prayer. Lord Shiva is more than a mythological figure. He represents transformation. The destruction of negativity. The power of meditation. The victory over fear and ego. His stories remind us that darkness is temporary. No matter how difficult life becomes, change is always possible. And sometimes, the end of one chapter becomes the beginning of something greater. Om Namah Shivaya.